guys, DJ Michines coming back at you. Hey, after some popular demand, we wanted to kind of do a comparison and contrast video on my new Rockville mini RF1s. I want to show you guys, I did get them into a bag, one that I had already, and it is a Rockville bag. I want you guys to take a look because this is how I'm going to take my uplighting with me. So if you take a look in there, you'll see I've got all 10 of my lights, all my power cables, all my remotes are up here in the front. But we had a couple questions about whether or not the mini RF1s would sync up with, say, the Rock Wedges or the Best Part 50s, Best Part 60s, or possibly even some of the other wireless DMX lights. And there was also some comments on the Ape Lab lights that are like these, and actually these are pretty darn close to what the Ape Labs look like. I think there's only a few minor differences as far as the wattage of the LED diode in these are 12 watt versus the 15 watt is what they're saying on Ape Labs. But the biggest difference is going to be the price. When I was looking them up, one of the Ape Lab lights that are exactly the same as my mini RF1s, $275 for one light. And if you remember right, I got 5 of these for $204. But I'm going to go ahead and get into it with you guys a little bit. I did work on getting these wirelessly DMX together. They will DMX together with themselves. They do a pretty good job of it. The remote control does not work at that point. And without a DMX controller, a wireless DMX controller sending signal, there's very limited control over them. So more than likely, I'll end up running mine with remote and sound active. That's how I plan to use them anyways. But just to answer a few of the questions that some of you guys had out there. Also, hey, a big shout out to Rockville, man. Thanks for checking out my video. We're going to keep doing some quality stuff on there. So like I said, keep watching, guys. I'm going to put up some more stuff. But we're going to get into it here in a second. Let me get up some of the other lights set up so you guys can kind of go through this with me, and I'll show you what these will and won't do. When going through these lights, as you can see here, I've got my mini RF1s. We have a Rockville Best Part 60, a Rockville Rock Wedge, and then we have a Shehd 6x18. Now, all of these lights are wireless DMX. What I'm finding, and remote control as well. But what I'm finding out is that my mini RF1s do not sync up with either of these lights. Like I said, I can set mine in DMX, which is going to be this. So I've got mine wirelessly DMX together with this one being my master. You can see it's in the flashing mode. And this one being a slave, which I can set all the other 9 of these to the slave mode, and they'll all react to this first master. There is minimum control as far as what I can make them do off of this unit without having a wireless DMX controller. However, they won't sync up. This is a Rockville Best Part 60, Rockville Rock Wedge, Shehd 6x18. They are not talking to each other at all, no matter what program we set these to. If I go through and try to set these on DMX, they are not actually communicating to each other at all. The remotes, of course, my remote won't work unless these are in remote mode, which is, I'll go ahead and get that switched so I can put these in remote mode, and that'll work a little bit easier because I can do that real quick. So now these are remote, I can switch them. As you can see, none of these other lights are responding, even though I'm trying to match up the colors, because they do all have the same color pattern, but they just do not talk to each other. So if I put this one in the cyan mode, like mine, which is that color, it does not. That one's already in the pink or the cyan mode. That one's not working either. So the only ones that my remote and my wireless DMX will run are the mini RF1s. I know some people want to compare the lights as far as, I mean, obviously a Best Part 60 has, 4, 6, 7, and 9 diodes in it, so they're going to be super bright. This has 3 diodes with mixed colors, which have essentially the same colors, what it looks like, as my mini RF1s. They don't sync up either. The 6x18 Shehds. Now, all 3 of these will communicate with each other. They just will not communicate. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've got mine set back to wireless remote mode. We've got these other 3 units all synced up to each other. Now, I think that the difference is that we don't have a designated DMX channel, I believe, in the mini RF1s, whereas the other ones do. But these 3 lights do sync up together. They do not sync up with mine. It's unfortunate, but again, I don't really use these lights. I just got these, and that's what I'll probably be using. Like I said, I would have loved to have gotten some rock wedges, but the price of them are just, you know, more than I wanted to spend for basically a wall wash effect. Best Par 60 is a great light, as well as the Best Par 50. I'd looked into those also, but like I said, when these came out, it was pretty much what I needed to fit the bill. I can get all of these in one bag, get them to the show. They're not as bright, of course, as the rock wedges. Like, you know, I mean, I know you guys are wanting me to kind of give you a comparison of what the 2 lights look like. Of course, this is a 3 diode. I'm not sure what the wattage is on these, but they are nice and bright, and they look fantastic, as well as the Shehd light and the Best Par 60. So to answer those questions, man, these will not, the remote for my minis will not run these lights. They will not sync up with them. Even if I just set them as all slaves, they won't even sync up with whatever DMX signal that the 3 of these lights are communicating on. So to answer that question, no. They won't sync up. The remotes don't work for the other lighting. I've got them all 3 sitting there, so you can take a look at them. Again, I was kind of hoping that they would, that the technology would sort of marry up a little bit, but you know, that kind of comes with the territory. Of course, the bigger lights, they're a little more expensive. They probably got a little better software in them, you know, things along those lines. But again, for what I needed, I mean, these are perfect. These are super bright, these are bright, those are really bright. You know, this is going to be a nice subtle effect for me. Of course, I'm not running these lights together, so I'll just have the ones that I have, so it's no real comparison when I go out and do my events. But hey, keep the comments coming. Rockville, again, thanks a lot for commenting on my other video on the mini RF1s. I love them. They are fantastic. I hope this answered you guys' questions. Again, we're trying to you know, pay attention to the comments and to you guys out there that are watching and are becoming you know, loyal and fans of the page. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.